another video review. And today I am looking at the Sideshow Collectibles Order of the Jedi, Obi-Wan Kenobi as a Jedi Padawan from Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Now, because this is a older Sideshow piece, I'm not going to go too much into detail of it, only because I'm sure many of you have already seen this piece in other reviews. You already have it, you have owned it. We have had quite a few more Obi-Wan Kenobi pieces come out. Granted, we haven't had any more Padawan pieces come out from Sideshow or Hot Toys, or even Gentle Giant, as I do have quite a collection of them. And, we haven't really had any more prequel trilogy Obi-Wan Kenobis come out from them. But, I'll do a quick overview of this figure just to, give my point of view and my perspective on it. So let's take a look at the packaging first, as we always do. So the packaging, we do see a picture of the Obi-Wan figure at the front, the top saying Order of the Jedi, and that is essentially Sideshow Collectibles' line of Jedi figures that they had. And I know they had different exclusives and whatnot, but this was, focused on the Jedi from the movies. And at the bottom we do have the Star Wars logo with the Sideshow Collectibles logo and the description stating Jedi Padawan 6-scale figure. So we do have Obi-Wan in a pose right there. And we do have the figure as well with different scenes. We have Obi-Wan with Qui-Gon in the first two when they board the Trade Federation ship. We have the dueling scenes with Darth Maul at the bottom. And then, or in the middle I should say, and at the very bottom we have the closing scene after the ceremony and celebration of winning the battle against the Trade Federation. And another pose on this side. And like I said, I'm not going to go into too much detail, I won't go into too many of the accessories, although there really aren't many accessories other than what we see on the figure itself. There is another lightsaber hilt, we have a hand holding a lightsaber, we have just a few different hand pieces, and then here is a long description of it. Won't get into that as well. It just kind of gives a background of the Jedi and Obi-Wan Kenobi. And here is the figure. And quite honestly, this is a magnificent piece that Sideshow Collectibles put out. I mean, everything from the attention to detail and the quality and material of the cloth, the accuracy of the Jedi garments. Pretty good accuracy to Ewan McGregor at that age and, portraying Obi-Wan in the film. And overall, it's just a really good looking piece and I'm happy to have this in my collection. So let me get a close-up of the face sculpt. I think they did a good job at capturing Ewan McGregor. I don't think it's that perfect. I think we've definitely seen a change in Ewan McGregor's look from this movie as well. So you can definitely tell it is Ewan from certain angles. But like at the side angle, I don't think it looks like Ewan that much. It kind of does. I mean, I'm not sure if it's the nose or maybe the eyes, but I think Ewan kind of has a thinner, more pointed nose, not that it is very pointy to begin with, but I think it's maybe the nose is the biggest change or difference that I'm kind of capturing here. The hair is pretty much on point, how we see it in the film, and I think the paint applications weren't that great on the figure. He kind of looks a little pasty here, not really pale. It almost looks like they tried to give him a tannish skin tone, but it kind of became a flat color, a plain color throughout. They didn't really do a good job capturing different definitions for the cheeks and the forehead. The chin maybe is the best place we can see the paint depending on the lighting. So it's not too bad of a sculpt. It's pretty decent considering how old the piece is, and it is one of the early stages of Obi-Wan that we saw in the films. And we have his Jedi ponytail there with the little braided hairpiece coming out from his ear. The lightsaber is another thing that I'm not too fond of. They kind of gave him a sky blue lightsaber. And we don't really see variations in the blue coloring of the lightsaber in the films. And this again kind of reverts back to the original release of A New Hope when the lightsaber looked almost whitish, that very faint blue. And that's kind of what I'm getting the feeling here. And I wish there was more of that prominent navy blue that we see in the films. But it's still blue, which is at least accurate there. Just getting a close-up on the hilt. I do have both hands kind of holding the lightsaber there. And the cloth is just phenomenal. It's one of my favorite aspects of it because it feels so lifelike. It's, actual cotton, and it's not really vinyl and it's not plastic or anything. It's just a really, really great job that Sideshow did a really great job at it all. And we have the leather boots down here with the base. And then the utility belt right there. And that's about it for the Obi-Wan Kenobi Padawan piece. You know, like I said, just want to get something really quick and get my perspective on it. It's a really great piece. I love it in my collection. It's something that, you know, I have been on the hunt for, and I recently acquired this. So it is, even though it's an older piece, I haven't been sitting on it for too long, and I really do hope to add more of the Obi-Wan 6 scale pieces. I know I need the episode 3, and I believe there was an episode 2 other than the Clone Wars armor that I have in the background. And, you know, of course I have the Ben Kenobi from A New Hope in the background. So thanks all for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below, and stay tuned for my next video review.